Hey, what's going on, everybody? Your boy JC, Everyday Thoughts is in the building. Today's topic is if a man feels like he needs to tear you down to feel powerful, you need to let him go. Basically, what this means is that a lot of men feel like they can walk over women. A lot of women, they are doormats. They feel they can talk to them any kind of way, disrespect them, hit them, belittle them, etc. And a lot of times, that's a weak man. That's a man who has insecurity within himself, he hates himself, doesn't love himself. Because a man who loves himself is not going to treat you, disrespect you, call you out your name, etc. Like I said, he might get heated, he might get mad. I mean, that's no normal reaction, but he's not going to be to the point where he's disrespecting you, calling out your name, etc. Because you got to realize that you are somebody's daughter. And one thing about it is, as men and men that do have daughters, they don't want their daughter to be disrespected by no man or anybody, period. So, that's what you got to do. Be the type of man who's not going to disrespect you, belittle you, etc. Y'all might get into it, arguments, but, that's natural. But you got to make sure that you guys can always come to a common ground and just try to agree, disagree on situations. But, get into fist fights or altercations, that's unnecessary. Raising my voice, etc. I should be able to get my message across without all the screaming and hollering, etc. But I think too, you just gotta have like standards to yourself. Just like a man, he go to work, they have standards for him. He walks out of line, he breaks those boundaries, then he's out of there. So the same thing, you gotta have your own livelihood. You gotta have standards of what you're gonna allow and you're not gonna allow. You gotta have your negotiables and your non-negotiables. And to me, anybody that's loud or disrespectful, calling me out my name, etc., I just let them go. My thing is, my time is too valuable to be wasted on people or things that's not gonna benefit me. Me being a husband, I have to focus on my wife, and I gotta focus on our daughter. And I don't really have time for the nonsense. I don't have time for the guesses. I don't have time for the back and forth arguing, fussing. I don't have time for that. My focus is on, making sure I'm the best husband, the best father I can be, and etc. That's my hopes. And anything less is just a disappointment to me. Anything else, any kind of side conversation, any kind of gossip, that's really beneath me because I'm not really for all that. But yeah, though, like I said, that's the type of man you want to be with. He's not with the drama. He's not going to argue. He's not going to yell at you, scream at you, belittle you. You got to keep going back and forth to your mom, your girlfriends. You got black eyes. You got busted nose. You having to keep being with this man, even though he's abusing you mentally, physically, verbally. That's not the type of place you want to be at. So just be cautious of whoever you date, and you gotta have your boundaries. You gotta have your negotiables and non-negotiables, what you're gonna put up with. That's just standard, and that's how I live my life. I don't deal with people. I really have a small circle. Really just talk to my wife and really focus on our daughter. So I know my circle is real small, and a lot of times the women, you guys have, I have all these followers, or I have all these men that's liking my pictures, etc. Like, that's okay. That's on the surface, but do this guy pray for you? Does he really care for you? Is he willing to walk you down the aisle? Is he really, going to be protective over you? Is he going to be conscious of you? Is he going to love you on your worst days, etc.? And that's what you got to be mindful of. You out here dating and stuff. It's okay to, have preference, etc. But just date a man who, ain't about the nonsense, about his business, ain't about talking, meddling with other women, etc. Just find that type of man, let him find you. But yeah, though, until next time, I'm out. Like I said, men that disrespect the women, you need to stop it right now because, like I said, you don't want nobody disrespecting your mom, your grandmother, your daughter, etc. So until next time, I'm out. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, I'm out. JC, Everyday Thoughts.